Welcome to another exciting edition of your favorite program, The Diaspora, and I am your regular host, Koinsola Adetumbi. I'm super proud to say that I'm Nigerian. You know why? We just keep winning. We keep making waves globally. President Muhammadu Buhari felicitates with Professor Charles Egbu, a Nigerian-born based in the UK who was just appointed as Vice Chancellor of a high-ranking university in East London, United Kingdom. Trust me, that's not all, as it is a harvest of accolades on today's episode. Please stay tuned. The Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, NIDCOM, has put together all that is necessary to host this year's 2020 National Diaspora Day. The chairman CEO of NIDCOM, Honorable Abike Dabiri Erewa, spoke about this and particularly the evacuation updates.
Under this administration, 501 Nigerians returned from South Africa, and the Diaspora Commission was on ground to receive them warmly with starter packs, some transport money, and then we also have programs for them with SMEDEN, NDE, which we are still monitoring. There has been some break in transmission because of COVID-19, but we're in touch with quite a lot of them who wants to remain in touch with us. And of course, you know that with COVID-19 rampaging us, the Nigerian Diaspora Commission, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and our missions all over the world have been in the forefront of evacuating stranded Nigerians abroad. We have a total of 6,317 Nigerians that have returned back home. From the US, 3 batches, 806. From the UK, we've brought in 3 batches, 831. Saudi Arabia, 1 flight, 117. Cairo, 372. France, 70. India, we've done 3 batches from India, 540. UAE Dubai has had the largest number of batches with 1,405 back home. From Turkey, we've had 2 batches, 324. From Sudan, 3 batches, 365. And most from Sudan were mainly students. Uganda and Kenya, 172. Senegal, 17. Pakistan, 56. Egypt, 102. China, 268, Malaysia and Thailand 247, Lebanon 147, Canada 51, South Africa 324, Ghana, now they came through the land borders and we brought in 206. That's the figure I have as of now. So a total of 6,317 Nigerians have been evacuated from various countries of the world. And we have to thank Air Peace, who has been the Nigerian carrier doing this along with some other foreign airlines. And we've been able to do some multiple evacuations from some countries. Then during the year, one of the things we've also done is decentralize the issue of diaspora, to move the national to sub-national level, and we'll even go to local government level. So we're proud that we have state diaspora focal point officers in 27 states out of 36 states. So we hope that the other states will appoint their focal persons on diaspora. We have a commissioner for diaspora from Anambra State. We have a director general from Gombe State. We have special advisors, senior special assistants from various states. And we've been working very well with them. And like I said, the plan is to move to the subnational level and work with our diasporas, everywhere. One of the areas we also intend to focus on is celebrating ourselves. We have what we call diaspora accolades. Celebrate ourselves. Bad news travels fast. When you hear news of Hush Puppy, Invictus Obi, it's all over the place. But when you hear news of Ike Nanweke, who returned a huge amount of money and a wallet back to the Japanese government, it doesn't make headlines. When you hear the news of Professor Egbu, the first black vice chancellor anywhere in the world, in the UK, in a ranked university in the UK, it doesn't make headlines. But we will continue to celebrate them, and I'm glad that Mr. President also congratulated both of them. So as Nigerians in the diaspora, we have a lot to be proud of. So don't let the negatives, the bad stories, weigh Nigerians in the diaspora down. You have Nigerians working 3-4 jobs to make ends meet, and one person commits a crime, you are judged by that. Again, we keep saying that never ever allow anybody to stereotype you. So we'll be working with our media department in that regard. Also, we are proud of our interventions, and this is the message. Anywhere Nigerian is in trouble, NIGHTCOM will be there. So whether it's from Zainab Aliyu, who recently just completed our NYSC, who should have probably been a dead girl because she was accused of an offense she didn't commit. Ibrahim, and I want to thank our legal department working with the Attorney General's office, on all these cases. From Oman, Busari, we have Chinedu and Ichena from Bosnia that we're able to bring back home. John Adam Smart is one of our ambassadors now. We brought him from Kenya, and he's saying that, you know what, home is where you should be, rather than, walking about illegally. So quite a host of others that NIGHTCOM has been able to work on. And just recently, there's a case in India where some Nigerian students were being beaten up. The mission has intervened, and 7 people have been arrested in that regard. And we're glad that Nigerians in the diaspora, during this COVID-19 pandemic, came together to give something back to their country. And I want to thank every one of them. They formed a group called the COVID-19 Diaspora Support Group, and we're able to donate items, particularly PPEs, to our frontline healthcare workers to the tune of billions of naira. We thank the Nigeria Diaspora Organization Americas, whose representative is here with us, Dr. Dauda. Nigeria Diaspora Organization China, and the China was significant because where this problem started in Wuhan, they came together and said, let's do something from our country, because when they were in need, all we needed to tell the president was they need your help. And Mr. President instructed that all the students there were given $500 each, which was what they requested for. And again, I want to thank those students. They didn't lie. They didn't say, oh, we need 1,000, 2,000. They said China was taking care of them. They were getting everything. But they needed some little funds to just hold on to in case. And they got the money, through our mission there. So they now said, let's give back something. And they gave hand sanitizers worth millions of naira back to the country. We thank them, and we thank everybody that has been supporting, cushioning the plight of Nigerians here.
Another big news is here. President Muhammadu Buhari congratulates Professor Charles Egu, who was recently appointed as Vice Chancellor of the Leeds Trinity University, East London. Here is his letter. With wide experience as Pro-Chancellor at the University of East London, Dean of the School of Built Environment and Architecture at London South Bank University, and stints at University of Salford, University College London, Glasgow Caledonian University, Leeds Beckett University, and among others. I have no doubt that you will acquit yourself credibly once again in this new assignment. In the same vein, NIGHTCOM Chairman Honorable Abike Dabiri Erewa also congratulated Professor Charles Egu on his appointment as Vice Chancellor. She said, I write to congratulate you on your historic feat as the first black person to be appointed Vice Chancellor of Leeds Trinity University, East London, United Kingdom. The Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, NIGHTCOM, and the good people of Nigeria are proud of your achievements. This is an eloquent testimony of your capacity and capability of Nigerians anywhere in the world. I therefore urge you to bring bear your wealth of experience and broad knowledge of higher education sector to the university and Nigerians at large. Please do accept assurances of my best regards. That's not all. History has just been made as an American airline recorded its first ever all-Nigerian crew. Aren't you just proud to be Nigerian? Nigerians in diaspora and in the aviation industry recorded a glorious feat in America when co-pilots Pius Udioko and Captain Oluwatoberu Thomas flew an historic flight. They are the first all-Nigerian flight crew in Frontier airline history. And here is another record broken as US President Donald Trump personally congratulates Mr. Ikechukwu Onwachukwu Diko. Ikechukwu has obviously made the country proud with his academic achievements. He has received various awards from his elite school as well as the White House. He was recently awarded the Presidential Award for Elite Scholarship and the Connecticut Seal of Biliteracy. Ikechukwu speaks about 10 languages from English to Igbo to French, Italian, Korean, Dutch, German, and others. What a brilliant gentleman. You are indeed making Nigeria proud. Now, it is no thought that Nigerians are making rounds in all aspects of life. Meet Dr. Farine Matilda, who set a great record at the Stavropol Medical University in Russia. She is the first African to enter into the university's Hall of Fame. She received a gold medal as the best graduating student for the class of 2020. Over the years, she received other national and university awards, including International Student of the Year, thrice in a row, Leader of the Year, twice in a row, Face of the Faculty of International Students, twice in a row, and Miss Intellect. That's not all. She also receives the Presidential Stipend for outstanding academic performance, excellence in research, and cultural work. The Nigerian High Commissioner to Canada commends Ms. Kika Otiono for her academic performance at the Carleton University. In his statement, he said, "I write on behalf of the government and the people of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It has been brought to our attention that you have been awarded a University Senate Medal for excellent overall standing while a student at Carleton University. You graduated with high distinction, and to achieve this feat, your final bachelor's graduation GPA was 11.80 out of 12, or 3.98 out of 4. This resulted in your having graduated with a first class or a summa cum laude standing. I appreciate you for giving us something to smile about at a time where we desperately need things to make us smile." And now let's take a look at this wonderful documentary put together by a Nigerian diaspora group in a bid to support Mr. Adesina's re-election.
Your leadership embodies the American virtues of hard work and self-determination. From your upbringing in challenging circumstances to your academic training at Purdue University, your life experience and your dedication inspires many people around the world. The United States is and remains committed to food security, and we will continue to work with leaders like you to find innovative ways to end global hunger. Thank you for your commitment and your contributions to make the world a better place. Sincerely, Michael Pence, Vice President of the United States of America. Congratulations.
You know, when people look at Africa, think of the population, think of the middle class, think of the huge opportunities to invest across borders, not just limited by the boundaries of borders, and look at the opportunities for you to be able to invest in a continent with a population that will be the same size of China and India by the last 2050, rapid middle class, a continent that's thriving with young people with lots of things to do. I guess the way I can only summarize it for the continent is what one of the senators, Senator Coons in the United States, said when they were launching their investment program for Africa. He said, think of the next China after China. We were thinking about that. And we think that next China after China is going to be Africa.
With a very clear vision, powered by an irrepressible passion, Adesina unleashed Africa's passion to feed itself and lift millions of its people out of poverty into wealth. Dr. Adesina described himself as,
Akinwumi Adesina is somebody who is very focused in life. The only thing that gives him satisfaction is just seeing lives of people transformed. And not just in terms of one or two, in terms of tens of millions of people transformed. I think my life is only useful to the extent in which it changes the lives of others. That's me. That's what keeps me awake every day.
This is a mission that I pledge to dedicate myself as president of the African Development Bank, expanding opportunities and unlocking potentials for countries, for women, for the youth, for the private sector, for the continent.
Akinwumi Adesina impeccable records. Dr. Akinwumi promised to make African Development Bank a world first-class bank and substantially improve the patronage and customer experience, and he did it. Armed with a sharp vision for a much improved quality of life for Africans, he launched 5 priorities, high fives.
To light up and power Africa. The second one was to make sure we can feed Africa. The third one is that we can integrate Africa. Fourth one is that we will industrialize Africa. And finally, the most important thing, where the rubber meets the road, is that we will improve the quality of life for the people of Africa.
The high 5 priorities, light up and power Africa, feed Africa, integrate Africa, industrialize Africa, and improve the quality of life of the people of Africa, are rapidly transforming Africa and have received massive support all across Africa and globally.
That's a typical example of Nigerians supporting one another. Bravo.
Not so fast. Look, I'm tired. I want to check out of this country for greener pastures.
Just calm down for a moment. Please sit down. Do you have a job where you're going to?
No, but someone is arranging,
Listen, Alinko. Checking out of this country without proper planning means one thing. Unimaginable begin. I've been in the diaspora, but legitimately doing great things at home and abroad. As I've been saying, without the proper footing abroad, the risk is not worth it. Listen, Alinko, it's better to be home than be trapped abroad, or even end up in prison.
àgbàwo párò lọ lọ́hùn-ún gba ọdẹ ológun. Hello, how are you? All right, now waiting for diaspora and I get stuck with this money. Not be you wait the Bariga or the Mushi or Makoko. Hold up. Yeah. Okay. Una see this link? Now for una waiting for diaspora. Where see the doubt whether follow dey Nigeria? Hello, don't think about it. This link it go carry you direct go the place where we say it go help you choose which investment you want to do for Nigeria. Any investment, whether na waiting, whether na bank shares, whether na agriculture, whether na real estate, whether na stock exchange, any investment wey you wan do, make sure say you click am because anything fit happen for diaspora anytime and e go better say if you come Nigeria, you go get where you go relax and you get investment to fall back to. Hello, make sure say you click am because if you wan say what? Where that?
Hey, Oga. See, make I help you click the link.
Make you click wetin? When we say na Ambiolo primary school you go, you know here when I talk say na for people wey dey for diaspora. People wey dey for diaspora, what are they called? I know they are called diasporans. Oh, there. Let me talk to my diasporans people. Make sure say you click this link. Oh yeah, to betterment your life. Because when you both say what the investment in your country in Nigeria is a forever life betterment. Thank you. You see the here. If you like say you don't get job for filling station, you see the here. Go.
Thanks for staying all through the program. We hope it's been worth your while. And in case you have anything to share with us, please do not hesitate to do so as we expect feedback on our show. Remember, you can reach us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook at Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, on Twitter at nidcom_gov, on our Instagram page at nidcom_gov, on our YouTube page at nidcom_gov, and on our website at www.nidcom.gov.ng. You can also join us on DSTV at NTA Network on Friday at 10:30 a.m., on NTA International on Tuesday at 6 a.m. and 10:05 p.m., on NTA News 24 on Friday at 2:30 p.m. and on Sunday at 11:30 a.m. You can also join us on WAP TV on Thursdays at 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. I remain your host, Koinsola Adetumbi. See you next time.